Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the London City Council agreed to an emergency budget. We'll catch you up. And community members in Magoffin County say the time for change is now as they deal with ongoing sewage and water concerns.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Caroline Mueller here with you on this January 7th. The time is now 6:30. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Megan Desmond for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, you know, it was nice. I got into my car this morning and I didn't have to waste any time. I just put it right into reverse, backed out of my driveway, and was on my way. It didn't have to do any of that defrosting.
Yeah, it was the same story except for I went drive. So very nice to start off the day and not have to wait for my car to get on the warmer side before I started my commute. But let's talk about what you need to know as you're heading out the door. A mixture of those 50s this morning. We still will see temperatures dropping over the next couple hours, but once that sun does rise, we'll be on the warming up trend as we're heading into the afternoon with the high temperatures and a mixture of the low to mid 60s for our southern counties, with our northern counties and a mixture of the mid to upper 50s. Not bad at all. And we're going to see just a little bit of clouds, but by the time we head into the afternoon, we'll be looking at mostly sunny skies, which will be perfect with those warm temperatures. Here's a look at that planning forecast for you. High temperatures will be around 4 p.m. Caroline.
Megan, thank you. Investigators are working to determine the cause of a deadly fire in Floyd County. 2 people were found dead inside a home in the Melvin community. Kentucky State Police were called to the scene on Hennepin Branch Monday afternoon. The bodies have been sent to the state medical examiner's office for autopsy and identification. The cause of the fire and the cause of death both are under investigation. A Rockcastle County man is grieving after a house fire took his mother's life and left him injured. Nicholas Benge says the fire spread quickly Saturday morning. He says he tried to help his mother Regina escape, but she collapsed before he could reach her. Benge suffered second-degree burns to his head and hands. He was released from the hospital Tuesday.
But aside from the burns, that was their main concern was the smoke inhalation. Because they said there could be long-term problems. I started yelling to her, crawl to me, just crawl to me if you can, and I just couldn't get to her.
Benge adds that the fire destroyed nearly everything. The family is asking for help through a GoFundMe and donations toward funeral costs. The Lakes Funeral Home in McKee says they have received payments for the victims of a fire in Jackson County. On December 23rd, right before midnight, a house fire in the Sand Gap community claimed the lives of 3 children and injured several others. Father Jim Chico paid for all 3 children's services. Kentucky State Police are still investigating the cause of that fire. The London Police Department is asking for your help. Take a look at your screen. The department is asking for the public's assistance identifying the owner of this vehicle. Investigators say it's in reference to an incident that happened yesterday at the Commonwealth Attorney's Office. If you have any information, please contact the London Police Department. The London City Council agreed on an emergency budget. They adopted the measure during a meeting Monday night. It amends the amended budget they passed on December 16th. This latest version increases the amount of allotted money for firefighter and police salaries, plus other city departments under the December 16th version. Mayor Randall Weddle said those departments would have seen massive cuts. The London Fire Department thanked the mayor and council for passing the emergency budget. They say it provides the necessary framework for the fire department to do its job. Folks in the Dema community of Knott County are still concerned over road conditions on Kentucky 7 and 899. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino has a follow-up to a story we first brought you in September.
It has been nearly 4 months since Joan and Charles Hall shared their concerns about road conditions in Knott County. The Halls say on October 1st, they finally felt their voices were heard when the neighbors texted and told them repairs were being actively made to Kentucky Route 7.
I was really happy. We got in the car and drove up the road, and I was happy. I thought, okay, we're getting somewhere. But then after, when I went back, started driving on it, it's still bad.
While the state transportation cabinet seems to have made some repairs, the Halls and others in the area say the roads are still in bad shape.
They did patch and put a few guardrails up, but the roads are still very rough. We have the side of the pavement, especially in front of the grade school, has not been fixed. I mean, we appreciate what was done, but it still needs new blacktop put on it all the way on Route 7.
And one of their biggest concerns remains the same, the road in front of Beaver Creek Elementary.
Up there in front of the grade school is really where I am worried about. If that bus goes 1 inch off that road, it's gone in the creek.
While they are thankful to see some effort, but hoping to see full repairs done sooner than later.
We have no big store. We don't even have a grocery store here on Beaver now. But we are people too. We need roads.
In Knott County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
Transportation officials gave us a statement saying in part, quote, in Knott County, work to address stability and safety is ongoing at multiple locations on KY 899 and KY 7, and embankment repairs are planned that must be done ahead of blacktop resurfacing. Crews have been patching highways in the meantime, including 650 tons of blacktop patching so far along KY 899 and KY 7. To read the full statement, find this story on our website, WYMT.com. Community members in Magoffin County say the time is now for change as they deal with ongoing sewage and water concerns with seemingly no end in sight. From sewage seeping in front yards to pipes bursting into local waterways, residents of Salyersville say the failing web of sewage that lies under their city streets is in need of an overhaul. Some homeowners say they have dealt with recurring issues of sewage pooling on their properties, while others say it has backed up into their homes on several occasions in the last 2 years. Amber Reisner says she is worried for the health and safety of her entire community as she wonders if the state can intervene.
While they can fix it, if they would, our rates will just climb. Like, are we going to be able to afford it? So I think just trying to figure out who can fix it quickly, right, to where we don't have to live this way.
Mayor Stanley Howard says the city has secured funding to address the needs, but he was not available for an interview and he has not yet expanded on that statement. Some Perry County flood survivors are finally seeing relief years after the deadly 2022 flood. Perry County Emergency Management says more than 100 properties have now been purchased through the federal flood buyout programs following the 2022 flood. Last month, 2022 flood survivors began receiving their checks, a major step in long-term recovery. EM Director Jerry Stacy says help's not going anywhere.
The 2025 people just hang on. If you're signed up, it's going to happen. It does take some time to get through the process, and we'll be here to guide you through this process every step of the way. Feel free to call anytime you got any questions.
Stacy says buyout cases from the 2025 flood are still waiting on FEMA and USDA approval, a step that's outside of the county's control. A Lexington nonprofit is making fresh food affordable for Kentuckians. Black Soil Kentucky has invested more than $1 million in black farming operations since 2017. Now they're reopening their neighborhood pharmacy market for the winter season. Executive Director Ashley Smith is putting the finishing touches on her restock. She's preparing to reopen the doors this afternoon.
Surveys state that 90% of Americans are struggling to afford groceries. We're not here to judge anyone. The door is wide open for every single Kentuckian. These individuals can come in regardless of their financial ability, immigration status, so on and so forth, and be able to eat local year-round.
The neighborhood pharmacy market does not accept SNAP or EBT. That's because they don't participate in federal programs, but Smith says that allows them to help more people. Woodford County is launching a new tree planting initiative. The county is planning on planting 30,000 trees by the year 2030. Judge Executive James Kay made a post on social media explaining the project. He says the reforestation project will be a community effort. Kay also said the county is in need of more trees after development took out a large number.
It's not necessarily a reaction to the pipeline or the development, but it's a response to that. We want to make sure that in our community, we're building and growing and sustaining.
Kay said he will be presenting this initiative to the fiscal court next week. The WYMT Winter Blood Drive hosted outside the station Monday was a big success. The community stepped up, well surpassing our goal of 19 units. A total of 31 units of blood were collected. 35 donors registered, with 9 of them being first-time donors. This incredible effort means 93 Kentucky lives will possibly be saved. We appreciate everyone who came out and stood in line to donate.
And it's going to be a rather nice day on your Wednesday. Just a little bit of clouds to start off, but as we head towards the afternoon, sunny skies will be taking over that forecast. Main thing that we need to be aware of are the temperatures are very nice. I mean, we're talking 40s, 50s as we're starting off the day, and we're still going to see those temperatures drop until that sun rises, and then we're just on the warm trend until we head into the afternoon, where those high temperatures will be peaking in the low to mid 60s for many folks, with our far northern counties just a tad chillier, getting to the mid to upper 50s. All together, though, still very warm for this time of year, so take advantage of it while it's still happening. Again, cloudy skies this morning. Some folks seeing a little bit of fog on the drive. Temperatures in the 50s, but by the time we head home, we're looking at plenty of sunshine. Temperatures in the low 60s. Caroline.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:42. Still to come on Mountain News this morning, with AI making it harder than ever to tell what's real online, students overseas are learning how to spot fake news.